We know people work in all sorts of different ways. So with Asana, your team can do any project in the way they find most useful. They can avoid getting overwhelmed by balancing their workload and quickly removing hurdles. Try Asana today.
Subscribe, and share. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Back in the building. How everybody doing? How everybody doing? How everybody doing? How everybody doing? Can I get some likes? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? can hear me, say something. You can't hear me? Say, if you hear me, say something. That notification bell. Hit that notification bell. Be getting into the lesson in a second. We're gonna go into today's topic: how to set up a personal property trust. I'm gonna be reading some things. How to set up a personal property trust. That's what I'm gonna go over. Want copies of this? Just hit me. DM, not DM. Um, email, phone number. It'll be in the description down below. Uh, hit that like button. Like, subscribe, and share. I'll be going into personal property trust today. How to set up your personal property trust. I'm just going to be reading it, and then I'll probably go over it again next Friday. That's a continuation from today. And this is just how you set up a personal property trust, a simple personal property trust to separate you from your assets. So if you get sued, you won't be liable. They can't sue you. So we're going to go into that personal property trust and go into many other things, as I always do. I always go into various different things, but that's pretty much what we're going to be going over is personal property trust. Personal property. Hit that like button. Like, subscribe, share. Can I get some comments down below? Let me know that we cool. Everybody can hear me. You get a thumbs up or something. Like, or subscribe. Can you get a like? No, hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell. Super Chat is live. Cash App live. Everything live. These lessons here are probably the most valuable lessons you'll find for free. So donations are considered. The donations are accepted. That like button. Can I not see? I guess I'm gonna start trying to get some people give me some likes and some comments. Something. Can't see nothing. So I got 6 people watching and I don't see not one person. There we go. Thank you. Chef Martin J. Stubbs. Thank you very much. And I get a few more. Hit the notification bell. Thank you, brother. Thumbs up to you too. We'll talk about personal property trust and why it's necessary and why you should have it. And today I'm also talking about start a business now. I think that's the top. Start a business now. Today. Start a business today. Start a business today. Why wait? Do not wait. Do not wait to start a business. How would you like to pay? Thank you, Rodney Mayfield. How would you like to pay $750 in taxes per year, like your president and many of his cronies? Totally legal. They haven't done anything illegal. If they were doing something illegal, they'll be in jail. But the Democrats want you to be poor. They want you to pay 30, 40% of your income. All the money you make. You didn't hard-earned money, your sweat brow. You didn't accumulate 100,000. They want to take 30,000 of it. You accumulate 100,000 under the current situation, you pay nothing. But if we let things change, then we're gonna be paying up the wazoo. So, as a business, you can take still, even though the personal income from your job will be taxed at 40, 50, probably maybe up to 60, 70%. But if you have a business, you always can limit that liability. Always. You can cut that all the way down to zero with the right tax plan for your business, with the right accountant, with the right know-how. You can that's what you can do. And that's kind of what I'm going into today. Is personal property trust is kind of a safe haven for some of your personal property on a lower level. Is it the overall best trust of all? No, I wouldn't say that. But it's a beginning of understanding trust and learning how to operate, separating yourself from your wealth. Uh, all wise and smart people, they don't own their assets. They control their assets, but they don't own their assets. But that means someone can come after their assets and take them personally. So that's why you see most wealthy individuals have trust, and they always operate out of a trust LLC or incorporated in some form of fashion. So as a personal, but most people go to work every day. So people that go to work every day, they wouldn't know this, and they couldn't. And most can't grasp it. They feel that Trump is a liar because he only paid $750, and that's an atrocity. But that's how business works. If you was wise enough and smart enough, you could take advantage of the same thing, the exact same type of thing. Would they try to change it if many of us, so-called black people, took advantage of these? Probably so. They would try. But that's if you got that type of wealth, we would have our own PAC. We know what a PAC is, a political action committee. That's people who lobby on our behalf before Congress. That's what we would have to, that's what we would do. Just like many of times before Trump became president, he had to go before Congress on many issues. So that's the same thing we would do as well. That's how we would take advantage of those things. They always gonna try to throw a monkey wrench in whatever you do. If you have that understanding, then you know you prepare. You prepare for war. It's warfare. That business is warfare. That's what a lot of people, our community, don't understand. That's why I want you to understand that this is warfare. Business is complete warfare. Who's going to rule? Who's going to rule the rooster of the coop? So we got to understand that business is warfare. So that's all that really matters. Everything that you do, it's got to be it's going to be business. Every organization, bottom line, is business. So understand that you are business. For real. You got to understand that you are a business. And so if you operate as a business from the beginning, you always make proper negotiations, supposedly, not if you are a good negotiator. So that's a skill that has to be acquired. It's not something that uh, just comes natural, just pops out thin air. That's something you have to build, negotiation skills. But many other communities have been taught how to negotiate, and that's what we have to negotiate a bit. Got to negotiate that as well. I learned how to talk business. Put on the attire of a businessman if you're gonna do business. So that's what you gotta do. Jordan Harper. Cool. So I'm just going into hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Like, subscribe, share, notification bell. Please like, subscribe, share, notification bell. Like, subscribe, share, notification bell. Like, subscribe, share, notification bell. Let's hit that like button, hit that like button. Like, be right back, be right back. Get into what we came here for. Right. It's agua. Room temperature. Let me see if I can pull this up. May have to. I can put it in another window, share it. Let's see how I do this here. I may not know what the fuck I'm doing. All right. I'm working this motherfucker, huh? All right. So you all can pick this book up here. Pick this book. What did I say? Pick this book up here. You can all pick this book up here. I'm gonna leave it right there. The Personal Property Trust Guide with Documents by Louis D. Brown. I have this whole series. If you guys want this whole series here, you can DM me. I'm not DM me. You can email me or call me. Either or, doesn't matter. But we're gonna get into this here, and this is very important. Personal property trust, and every one of us should have a trust. This is something that we're not taught, and it's something that we should have 100%. Is a trust and operate our trust. If you have a trust, you pay less taxes. That's why I say you need to start a business now, today. Because if you operate from a business, we can be less liable for the things that we do, less tax. We won't be complaining about our tax every day because we'll be operating as a business. And we can write off pretty much everything that is business related. And what I mean by business related is the to and from different places. You go to dinner, you meet someone there for 2 minutes, have them sign a document, sign a paper. You can write that off, write that meal off. That was a business meeting. So things like that. Ball games. We'll go to the, well, we probably won't be going anytime soon, but in the past we could go to ball games and you could write those ball games off as a outing for the business. They take out a new client, your buddy got a business, and we were going out to have a meeting at the game and see if we are compatible. Our two companies are compatible, so we're gonna go out and have an outing together to see if us as two CEOs from two different companies can merge our companies together. You could write that ticket off. So that could be the Super Bowl. That could be the NBA Finals. It's up to you. So the cost of those tickets could write them off. So any of those things like that. That's why it's important to have your own LLC, your own corporation, your own S corp, whatever type of corp. Just have something. Start somewhere. You know, start with a CPN. You know, learn how to do that. Then you can do that. Learn that as well. Learn everything. Learn it all. So when you could be a better businessman, then you can direct and guide the people the way you want it to. Direct and guide them. Hit that like button. Hit that like notification bell. Hit that. Hit that. Hit that like notification. Subscribe. Share. Hit it. 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 Hit that like notification bell. Hit that like notification bell. Please hit the like notification bell. I want to get started. Let's get started. Hit that like notification bell. Come on, people. Come on, people. Hit that like. Number 6. Number 6. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. We're going in personal property trust, as you see it on the screen. Personal property trust. See it on the screen. The personal property trust is more highly defined type of living trust. It has its asset per property only. It can have anyone you choose as the trustee or beneficiaries, and can have a third party director if you choose. The reason for a personal property trust separate from other trusts is to segregate assets into individualized compartments, as I was saying before I got into this here. Is to segregate. Segregate means to separate assets into individual compartments. This is particularly beneficial in the case of mobile homes or other high liability items such as vehicles, boats, airplanes, etc., where vulnerability of those estates could be limited due to the complexity and expense of suing many individual trusts. So a lot of brothers get pulled over. They got their car in their own personal name. So when they run that, they find out you got warrants. So all that, you got a ticket from somewhere else. But if you had your car in a trust, a personal property trust, it would come up under the trust name. It wouldn't come up under your personal name. You have, as I'll read on, you'll see that personal property trust will protect you from getting your head cracked. Anyone, just not just so-called black people. White people get their head cracked too. Asians, that motherfucker. It just depends on who. Out in the LA and the Bay, they don't care what color you are. They crack your head. So that's one reason a good personal property trust is good for you. Hit that like button. We lost 3 people. Nobody don't want to know about personal property trust. Don't know why not. You must not plan on protecting the wealth that you create. I do. Protect mine. That like button. That like notification bell. Like, subscribe, share. Start a business today. Start a business today. So I'm going to read on. In today's litigious society, financial privacy must be the primary goal for individuals with any assets, including property owners and investors of all types. See that? In today's litigious society, financial privacy must be the primary goal for individuals with any assets, including property owners and investors of all types. So, got to have your assets protected. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's get some people in here. It's 2 of us. 1. 2 of us left. Let's get that like button. Let's get it up. Come on, get it up for me. Hit your friends for me. It's 3 people in here. Hit your friend. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Get them up. Get it up. Personal property trust is what I'm going into. Personal property trust. Hit that like button. It's something that you need to know. You can always come back and listen later, but you want to get it now. Always best to have it first. So, as I was reading, the first step to privacy should be to get your name off public records. This can include titles to automobiles, boats, motorcycles, airplanes, mobile homes, etc. Public records reveal who owns the items of registered personal property. You see that? Personal property. That's how they know who you are. Like I was just saying, get your name off the public record. That's protect your assets. It'll protect you in law. It'll protect you in everything. I do not use my personal name for anything because I am protected. I protect my name. All costs. My name is protected. So that's why I'm trying to explain to you all. That's why CPN is good. It helps protect your name. It helps protect you from certain liabilities and lawsuits. And a trust will even go even further. As a corporation, an LLC will even more keep you private. Only the wise, the intelligent, they're the ones who are going to use this. The everyday people are going to continue to be public and continue to get harassed, harangued, all of those things. Private people move in a private capacity and they're less likely to encounter bullshit. That's a fact. Let me read on. Someone with an inquiring mind can visit the tax commissioner's office and discover what the county has appraised the property for. I skipped somewhere. Oh, yeah. Appraised the property for the address they sent the tax bill and whether you have paid your taxes. In short, just about everything anyone wants to know about your personal property ownership is readily available at the courthouse. You see that? Worse yet, this information is now available through computer databases for a fee. Some even show who holds the insurance on the titles, and that's true. You can actually go Indeed. There's a few other places you can look on. Intellius. These places will give you the information, taxes roll, everything on who owns this house. So if you had that house in the trust, it would just show up Joe Blow Trust. It wouldn't show Jim Jones, Rebecca, whoever. It's going to show Joe Blow Trust owns this. Who owns Joe Blow Trust? Another trust owns Joe Blow Trust. Jim Beam Trust owns Joe Blow Trust. I love this shit. When you learn this shit, it's like, man, these motherfuckers like Jason Bourne. Yes, these motherfuckers are like Jason Bourne. You can be the same way. and live the lifestyle that you still want to live. Word is bond. Shit. Let me read on. Originally, this is the author speaking. My biggest goal was to create a scenario where my name would not show up on public records. Why? Because when someone wants to sue you, they approach attorneys first. The attorney's first question maybe not stated to the client, but certainly the attorney's biggest question is, how do I get paid? Can the client pay me? Or does the other side have any assets to go after if I can get a judgment? Now, with the days of automation, all the attorneys has to do is access a database or contact a skip tracer, which I know how to do. I can show you how to skip trace very easily. Simple. Look up your name and voila, there's all your recorded personal property worth in front of his or her eyes. Of course, if the case has any validity at all, the attorney will be willing to accept it, often on a contingent fee basis, meaning he will accept it for free and he will take 35 to 40% of the cut on the win and leave you with 60. So if your name was typed into the database and no assets showed up, do you really think they will take this case on a contingent fee basis? No, they will not take the case. They would have to try to locate who owns this trust, which you have got insulated in an LLC and another trust. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, hit the notification bell. Let's see if I can get these people up. Let's get it up, get it up. Every Friday, 6 to 9, 6 to 8, somewhere around until I get tired. Until I get tired. Come on, get it up, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Hit the notification. Cash App available for donations. Giving out free lessons. I guess it ain't free if I'm asking for donation. so minimum donation. But anyway, let me continue. All right. I'm just reading. Hold on one second. Let's scroll up. Let's scroll up. So with my name off public vehicle records, I have created a scenario wherein I don't have a gigantic bullseye painted squarely on me. I have created public anonymity. Yes, that's what we're after. Public anonymity. We want to be out of the limelight through our documents. No matter if you're a movie star or whatever, you want your personal assets protected. That's what the trust is for. Protect the personal assets that you accumulated from your hard work. So let's continue. But the value of the personal property trust does not stop there. I also receive the benefit of being able to immediately transfer assets without probate. What that means is able to transfer the assets without having to go to court to do it. A trust allows you to pass down to your estate beneficiaries the variety of assets you hold without the stress, expense, and untimeliness or delay of probate. Excuse me. And once again, my assets are now open to perusal by the prying eye of the public because my estate administrator does not have it to list the items held in the trust with the probate court. The only items that would appear in public records would be those which have to be probated because they were not owned by the trust. That's the only asset set. The only ones that's not owned by the trust can come up in a probate hearing. If the trust owns all the assets, the court has no jurisdiction over those assets in the trust. Man, and this is just a beginning trust. This is just a start. Just think of a foreign trust. A foreign trust takes your assets out of the hands of the completely hands of all local, federal, state government. Takes it completely out of it. Your assets are held somewhere else offshore that they can't get to. But this is just for us little guys who may got a little car lot. You might have a paint company. You may have something like that. Whatever. This is the beginning. Some of us is gonna grow to billionaires. So start off with our small trust, and then as we continue to build our wealth, we'll get into bigger and better trust. But at this level, we continue to learn the trust so we can get to that point. Continue to protect our assets. And it's another good thing to protect your assets is from your wife or husband. You can set up individual trusts. You don't have to have just one trust. You can have multiple trusts. You can have a trust for the car, trust for the house, trust for the dog, trust for every asset. You have in there. You can have individual trust. It don't have to be the whole entire. You can put it all under one trust, or you can individualize the trust. Let's continue. Personal property trust acts the same as a living trust in the passive assets. One could actually have one trust. He's about to go into it right here. He's about to go into it. Just like I just said. I'm ahead of myself. One could actually have one trust with one piece of personal property, go to one beneficiary, have another trust with one piece of personal property, go to a different beneficiary, or split percentages among various beneficiaries. So they say you can break it up however you want it, just like crack. You break it up, break it down, break it up. However you want it, however you want it, however you feel. Coming up in the cash game. Life's real. Yeah, for real. So that's the trust, man. Just think of all the basketball players, football players who had trust in place. They Dr. Drake, well, he cool. Dr. Drake got out of here, he good. But just think of all the other people. If they had a living trust or a personal property trust, just a personal property trust, they still had some of their money. They wouldn't be ass out. The woman wouldn't be getting over them, or the man. I ain't gonna take sides right now. You know, women be foul when it comes to them. They be foul when it comes to divorce. They want everything. And some men just to alleviate the headache, take that shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get it back. You gonna need it more than I need it because I'm gonna always get wealth. So most men who are in that position, they don't care. Take that little money. Jeff Bezos dropped a huge. Y'all talking about a bag. I don't even know what you call him. What he gave his wife was a settlement. A bag. That was I don't know what. Maybe somebody. What he leave in the somebody comment in the comment. What he leave her? He left her, boy. That bag he left her was hella. He left her a hell of a bag. Yeah, I'm not really answering any questions, but I see the comments, and I do see the comments. Let me continue. I'm gonna continue though. Yeah, Jeff Bezos. Yeah. Man, I think about 40, 50 billion. I don't know if it was that much, but he left her some billions, man. She thinks she's the richest woman in America, if not the world. So, gotta be careful, man. Careful with your assets. That's why this is all about. Protecting your assets. You want to make sure your assets are protected by all means from everyone. The government, even yourself. Because there's a situation here in Michigan, the guy who started cable television here in Michigan, brother, Barden Cable. He had to protect his asset from himself. He went crazy. And his wife tried to, once again, tried to get his assets. But he had a trust set up. So he protected him, even himself, against himself with the trust. He had Alzheimer's. I think it was dementia or Alzheimer's. And once that happened, you don't remember anything. My grandmother had Alzheimer's. It's not a beautiful sight. But I'm going to continue. All right. Let's go. This is the same opportunity provided by a living trust. Now, don't think that the personal property trust takes place of a living trust because of this feature alone. Living trust provide the advantage of spelling out in detail what you want to happen if you become incapacitated. Just like I was just saying, the brother, the bar cable, he became incapacitated. He had a trust set up. His wife tried to do all she could do. That shit did not work. Because the brother, but as men, we got to think ahead of the women a lot of times. Not saying all women are malicious, but when they feel that they have been maligned or spited or you did something definitely wrong to them, they will be very, very vindictive to get back at you. They don't care about their children. They don't care how it will affect anything if they were lost all focus at that point in time. Their only focus is to make you pay. So they don't care about anything other than that. So the best thing you can do is protect your assets and everybody what we have in place. And at that point, it's a business agreement. And that's what everything is anyway. It's a business agreement. Business agreement. Everything that you do in society is a business agreement. They have taken you as a father. That's a business agreement. If you do not pay, they're going to take you to court and try to make you pay. Everything. It's about you paying. It's a business agreement. So us as businessmen, we have to try to minimize our costs. A good businessman, he wants to bring his costs in as low as possible so he can maximize his revenues. So that's what you want to do. You want to try to keep your costs down so you can maximize your revenues. And a lot of times, those cost-saving tactics makes a company profitable. A lot of times, most companies run on very thin margins. So by them running on very thin margins, cost is very important. So if you know your costs, always know your costs, you can pretty much know what's going. I hate to use drugs analogy, but when you buy your cocaine, you paying $25,000 for a key. That's your cost of that goods. So you know that you gotta at least have a return on that investment of $25,000 to get your money back. And anything above that is profit. So you trying to keep your costs down. It's gonna cost to run this organization. So how much it's gonna cost me to run my organization? I gotta run this this as least expensive as possible. But I want to maximize the most out of this situation. So you have to always measure the cost. So I'm gonna continue. But start a business today. Why wait? Okay, hold on. Therefore, once a living trust is created, many people choose to do is have the living trust or trust as beneficiary of the personal property trust. Hence, the asset of each personal trust or trust has been missed the part. The asset of each personal property trust flows to the living trust, which details the distribution of the assets or proceeds from that point on. They could have as beneficiary other entities such as corporations, limited liability companies, irrevocable trusts, limited partnerships, other personal property trusts, etc. As I was saying, can tie all of it together. They could have as them or read that again so you guys can really let that sink in. They could have as beneficiary other entities such as corporations, limited liability companies, irrevocable trusts. That's a good trust to have. Limited partnerships and other personal property trusts. That's why trust is so important. See how insulated you would be if you had all those things? Personal property trust, then you got a corporation, then you got a irrevocable trust. They would never find out who's driving your Mercedes. They'd be like, man, We cannot find out who you are. Then if you had an IDP, an international driving permit, they wouldn't even know who you are. So your car would be anonymous, and when they come up to you, you got an IDP. They can. Who are you? I'm a diplomat. I'm a diplomat. That's right. I'm a diplomat. Like Jim Jones, Cam, and Joel Santana, diplomats. And that's how they will approach you. They will have to back off at that point. So let's continue. Estate planning and asset protection is a multiple step process. It is overwhelming for most people. So what usually happens is that nothing happens. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. We'll listen to this and nothing will happen. None of us will set this up, have it set up. You'll be all still liable. You can set up a business, but you forgot the trust part. You didn't make money in your new restaurant. Then your little scamming person in the neighborhood or around the area see you don't have any wet floor signs out. And one of your employees just finished mopping the floor, but forgot to put the wet floor sign out. So they come in and see that. Oh! Call the ambulance. Back out. Guess who's gonna have to pay for that? Your business is gonna be liable because you didn't have. First of all, they're gonna come after the LLC. Then they may try to come after you. If you got a trust set up, they ain't got nothing to come after. Nothing. They'll be on. You're just blowing in the wind. And if you do have to pay, something be very small. So let's go on. I feel that one starts with the front line. First step of creating a personal property trust for each item of personal property as it is purchased, then places any existing personal property in individual personal property trust, then at least this much is not exposed. Your name is off public records and probate is avoided on these assets provided you have spelled out who gets what upon your death. The same is true for the highest liability item you own, your personal vehicles. And every high liability item you own should be in a property trust. Once you place your real estate and vehicles in trust, you are quantum leaps ahead of 99.9% of the general population. You see how important that is? That would just make you special. That alone, you would be a special motherfucker. Especially you black and you got to trust. That would make you like leaps and bounds of 99% of every other nigga. Excuse my language. You'd be leaps and bounds of every other nigga around you. Because they don't have a trust. Or, you know what I mean? You'd be leaps and bounds ahead of everyone. After this is done, you can then move forward to other areas of asset protection, like I was saying earlier. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Please don't hit that notification bell. Please hit that notification bell. Please hit the notification bell. Please hit the notification bell. Please hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Gotta get some theme music in here. Let me get some background music. Give me a thumbs up if you're rocking with me still. Give me a thumbs up if you're still rocking with me. Give me a thumbs up if you're still rocking with me. Thumbs up. Okay, Chef Man J Stubbs. Thanks for the $5 donation, Jordan Harper with the $5 donation. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. things greatly appreciated. Put her in the 5 top up state. Okay. All right, got thumbs up right here. Got a thumbs out, thumbs up. I'm gonna bring it back up. Gonna get this back going. All right. I'm not gonna read it all today, but we're gonna complete this. It's not much. So you can see it's 155 pages, but it's not much. Uh, and if you want this, send me up. I get to you for a minimum cost. It's got everything you need, as you see. Everything to complete your personal property trust, step by step. And it also has the videos to come with it as well. So if you want the whole thing, as step by step, how to set it up. 1041. How to set your personal property trust up. Very simple and easy. Very simple. Appointment of personal property successor. See that? How you pretty much put it together. Underside beneficiaries represent that they are all in 100% of the beneficiaries to that certain declaration of trust. You always got to declare your items. And personal property trust agreement dated on 1st day of April 2000. And this is the name of the trust, which is known as the Wildlife Care Fund Trust, Personal Property Trust. And they hereby appoint Brenda L. Buttercup. That's the whose address, blah, blah, blah. So let's go back where we were. Everything you need to do a trust. Personal property trust. Standard, how to switch the assets between each other. Where was it? Let's go. Affidavit. About right here. Yep. All right. So as you see, it's important to have a trust. 99% of the people don't have a trust. 99.9% of the people are trustless. So you can't trust nobody who don't have a trust. Don't have a trust. Like like Public Enemy saying, can't trust this. Can't trust this. Yes, sir. That trust. So as time passes and your comfort level and paranoia increases, you can then add the stealth of creating your living trust. You can also the other levels of asset protection, tax saving strategies, as well as estate planning, including corporations, limited liability companies, family limited partnerships, Nevada corporations. That's a great places to open a company. Is Nevada. Nevada, no state tax, business trusts. See all these different things. See how you got to be serious for business. You can't be playing around. Is this workbook? In this workbook, we will focus on step 2 in your asset protection and estate planning adventure, personal property trust. Many of the questions you have are answered in this workbook and for the course materials. Read and listen thoroughly before proceeding. A separate workbook, blah, blah, blah. As examples, is available with discussing step 1, real estate land trust, in depth. So in volume 1, how to set up the real estate land trust. I don't have that. Just the documents will be needed, and we can go over this. Personal property trust creation information worksheet. So this is all the information that would you will need to start the trust. Name of personal property trust trustee, the trustee who's going to oversee the trust. Why this person? Trustee's true address. Trustee, the primary beneficiaries or the beneficiary shall be. Who's going to be the beneficiary of the trust? You can put yourself down as a beneficiary of the trust, but you can't be the trustee and the beneficiary. You can be the beneficiary and have someone else as the trustee. Have a director of the trust. The percentage of the beneficial shares. How much shares? Who's gonna get what? Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna do that? That's the beneficiary. That's the amount. How you gonna break it down? Layman's terms. Have you clearly defined who gets what percentage in the death of any subsequent benefit at the death of any subsequent beneficiary? So you gotta have a successor. If this happens, this person becomes the trustee or the beneficiaries or the director of the trust. So all those things is gone over. Every minor detail is covered. Personal property creation information worksheet. Who should I use as my trustee? That's a question that you're gonna have to ask yourself. Who can I trust to be my trustee? It says here, this is one of the most important decisions in the trust creation process because the trustee is the human being who actually owns the property under the law. So you gotta be very careful who you pick as your trustee. But there's ways to protect yourself from them running off with the property, even though that you have made them the trustee. I don't know if I'm gonna get in that today. I might get a little winded. So, but when I come back, I'll follow up with it. Ways to protect yourself from your trustee so that they won't be run off with the assets that you didn't work hard for. While the trust is an entity in and of itself, it must have a trustee, typically a human being. To do it, it's required work and have someone to receive legal services, summons, lawsuits, and other forms of dread. The trustee is a very powerful person. Under the terms of our agreement, they will be allowed to purchase and sell property, option to buy and sell, hire management, open and maintain bank and brokerage accounts, sell on terms, take back financing, lease property. In other words, the trustee has all the legal powers related to handling of the trust assets. But this acts in our favor because a judge will be more interested in knowing who the beneficiary is and be more likely to invalidate the trust if the beneficiary had retained any of these powers. Let me get some background music here. There's a little background music here. We're going into the trust. Hit that like button. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. 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 Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. That notification bell. We're going in today. Personal property trust. Personal property trust. Start a business today. Start a business today. Personal property trust. Start a business today. Hit that button. Hit that notification bell. Let's continue. It's well worded. The trustee has all the legal powers related to the handling of the trust assets. But this acts in our favor because, like I said, the judge is more interested in knowing who the beneficiary is. The trustee is bound by the responsibility of fiduciary, which means they can only act on behalf of or for the benefit of the person or persons who are the beneficiaries of the trust. So that's all. They only can act on their behalf. So that's very important. And to act in contradiction of the trust agreement would be illegal. As you see that, it would be illegal. Most states have extremely strong laws against breach of fiduciary duties. The reason is that when someone is acting for another, it is traditionally for widows or orphans. Hence, the trustee were to still or otherwise act illegally, the state has strong laws to get those type of people. So be careful who you set up as your trustee. Trustee is bound by the responsibility of fiduciary, which means they can. I read that. I like to say that you should use someone you trust as a trustee, of course. Sometimes this is a real problem for some people. I know a lot of people trust a lot of people. Very hard to find people who are trustworthy. One way to solve this problem is to act as a trustee for someone else if they will act as trustee for you. Another way is to record some type of instrument, like an option, a loan, a lease, etc., in the form of a UCC1. And what that means is that UCC1, I don't know if you're familiar with that, it's just record a loan that's being held down at the courthouse. So you're putting a lien against the assets. When they come trying to get it, you're the first lien holder on it. So you'll get notified that somebody is trying to get these assets. So you'll have the first lien on, you'll be notified, then you'll call police, lock up my trustee. I don't use the police. So I just call me and my brother, we're coming to see the trustee. So let me continue. If to attempt to sell the property, anyone with a non-satisfied lien, like I said, against the property will be contacted so that the lien could be lifted. It's fine to allow the sale to go through. Either factor will foil any unscrupulous trustee. So there you go. So as long as you put your blockers in place, trustee can't do nothing. He or she is bound by the operating agreement. Trustee can also be an officer at a financial institution. So that could be a banker or something like that. They can act on behalf as a trustee. So you can have a financial institution act as the trustee. However, individuals as trustees are easier to manage and a lot less expensive. See? Remember that the trustees' powers are all inclusive and far-reaching, so be careful who you choose. You may want to employ some of the advanced choice of trustee protection methods discussed in the trust class of tapes that can protect you from your trustee. There you go. Another factor, consideration of who to use as a trustee, is that they are the individual who will be on the front line. They're the person who will be on the front line. They will receive service of certified mail, court summons, etc. If you feel Aunt Mabel can't handle the job, Bright Lights Court's attorney, then you can quite simply terminate her as trustee, or have her resign, have another trustee take her place. So you just, Aunt Mabel, yeah out. Uncle Jim, you in. The affidavit of personal property trust form has built into a place successor trustee. If anything were to happen to the initial primary trustee, either the affidavit or the appointment of successor trustee form can be used to prove that the new trustee has the power to sign if the initial primary trustee has been terminated or resigned. So, very important to get a trust, to have a trustee. I'm gonna stop right there, and and we'll come back, finish this off. It's been going on about an hour now. Just wanted to give some information on why it's important to have a trust, and everyone should get a trust, and very, very important to have a trust. If you don't have a trust, that's not a good thing. So we'll come back. Next week, and we'll go more into trust, personal property trust. Uh, my email, it'll be down in the description. If you look at any of my other videos, Chefman J, my emails are always down in the description and my phone number. So anybody who chimed in new to my channel, please subscribe, please share, please like, hit the notification bell so other people can enjoy personal property trust, start a business now. So do that for me. Like I said, all my details will be down in the description. As usual, as always, phone number and email, consultations and everything. You can give me a call if you want personal property trust seminar, webinar. It's a complete package that I'm reading from. If you want a copy of that, email me. I'll give anything away free. I'm giving it to you free now as I'm speaking. So if you want a copy of it, want to put your trust together, there'll be a minimum fee. And you, as I learn it, you learn it. And as you learn it, you teach somebody else. But always remember to don't shortchange yourself. Never shortchange yourself. Never ever. Never ever. Never ever ever. Don't never shortchange yourself. Because the other people are always looking to get the large end of the stick, pulling straws. They always want the longer straw. So nobody wants the short end of the stick. So in order to prevent you from getting the short end of the stick, just be up front. It's the fee, everything. Then they can either roll with it or not, but they can respect you at the end of the day. That's the most important thing. They can respect you at the end of the day. It's like, okay, at least he ain't flip flam, dude, come like that. And that's how I like other people to be. That's how we gotta be. Stop beating around the bush and all that. Just get to the point. It's either yes or no. Whatever you're trying to do, it's either yes or no. Just get to the point. No conniving, underhanded, all that slick stuff. You don't gotta do that shit. A wise or intelligent motherfucker know when you being slick anyway. You ain't gotta do that. Just be straight up to the point. You get more done that way. Backstabbing or all that type of stuff, what a lot of our folks like to do. I ain't never seen no one succeed from doing that shit. Maybe short term, they get short term gratification, but not long term success. Should I say that again? They get short term gratification, but not long term success. So I'm only striving for one thing, long term success. I want long term success. I had short term gratification, that shit didn't work. I was frustrated all the time. The ups and downs of that. Hit that like notification bell, subscribe, share. Hit that like notification bell, subscribe, share. Start your LLC today. Start it today. You can do it online. So you can set up that personal property trust. Like that personal property trust, you ain't gotta have much. Start off with your car, you know. Start off with that. Then start off with your jewelry and stuff or whatever. Just open that, just get it going. Then start that, your business, LLC. Every time I come on here, I'm gonna always say start a business today. 1, 2, 3, or 4, however many you can afford. So start a business today. Why play? Yeah. And right now is the best time because next year you're gonna be having, if Democrats winning this election, you're gonna have about a 60% tax on personal income from your job. Taxes they got to pay for all the money they gave this year. They're gonna have to pay it back through higher taxes and increased taxes, higher food costs at the grocery store. So that's why it's important. I keep emphasizing start a business today because when tax season come back around next year, you'll take advantage of that. Don't you know? Even a car, your truck, a 6,000 pound truck, you can write the whole entire amount off on your tax as a company. You can write the whole entire purchase off. So no tax liability on that. If you were a business. So yeah, do that. What else we got today? What else is going on in the world that that we can use? Oh, also you can start utilizing that Macari. Offer up, let go. I'm gonna do a presentation on. Let me see if I can pull it up now. Might be able to pull it up now. On the drop shipping, you guys can do a lot of drop shipping, man. It's good money in that. I was doing very good at that before the pandemic, and you take those goods from China. I hate to say it. Right now, utilize that source because it's gonna cut off in the end in a minute. They about to cut that source off for us. So we have to start finding U.S. based suppliers for cheap goods, inexpensive goods that you can resell. But you could take $400-500 if you just got $500 laying around somewhere that's just sitting in the bank account doing nothing. Get you a little return on that little $500 because the bank is losing money every day. Next year, if you have $500 in the bank account, it'll only be e-commerce and Shopify. But you don't even have to use Shopify. Shopify you have to pay for a lot of traffic to come to your channel. But with Macari, Let Go, and Offer Up, they got traffic already built in. So if you got some pretty decent items, they'll sell within 30 days. I'm almost guaranteed that if you got some decent products, they'll sell within 30 days. And the great thing about it, they have escrow. So they'll pay you, and once you'll print out your label and everything right then and there. And ship it out to them. Take it to the post office, ship it out. But go on DH Gate. Jordans. I know y'all don't like to wear the fake Jordans and the Yeezys, but the knockoffs. You see the different channels on here; those sell very well in the aftermarket. And I'm just letting you know, you can buy 10 pair of shoes on leg and put them on Let Go, Macari, Offer Up. They sell for $100, $200. You buy them for $50, $60. Double your money. Sweatsuits, the jogging suits. Buy those jogging suits. They're getting a little more expensive right now, but you still can make money off of. So jogging suits. This is little hustles you can do from day to day. That you can do from day to day. That if you got a job, You can supplement some of your income with different side hustles. That's until you, but you always should be learning about business, how to improve your efficiency through your business, so you can set up those personal property trusts and living trusts and irrevocable trusts and foreign trusts. Yeah, go through do that, and keep working on it. And right now, I keep telling y'all, buy gold, buy silver. Look at the price of gold today. Let me see if I can pull it up. See if I can pull it up. Buy, 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 buy gold today. Okay. Should have bought some gold. Accumulated some more silver. Bought some silver. Because right now, silver went up today. It bottomed out now. It's going back up. I accumulated me a few more pieces. Uh, I'm in it for the long haul, people. I hope y'all open it for the long haul too. I'm in it for the long haul. The short term, the government also. So I'm gonna give you some news. They're creating the digital dollar. They're creating the digital dollar. The digital dollar is on the table. They have a bill that's about to be presented to Congress, and it may get passed. So they're gonna put the digital dollar, and that's gonna really go buck wild with printing of money. So the pack of money that they gave away, everybody then put it up to their ear and the arm and leg, then all down the arm and leg. That may be useless within the next 6 months. That may be useless. There's already been a coin shortage, everyone. So prepare yourself. Get your little Bitcoin. Get your little gold and silver, whatever you can afford. You just want to have some things to protect yourself. And have some Federal Reserve notes at the same time, just for immediate situations. But start putting some things away to the side. That's right. Paper currency equals fiat. That's right, fiat. We need it. We only use fiat because we agree that it's all worth something. But as soon as we all agree that it's not worth anything, then that paper is useless. But right now, people still have confidence in that paper. But once the confidence leaves that paper, then it's all going to come down to physical assets. Who got this? Who got gold? Who got silver? And then the Bitcoin people saying that's more tangible than the gold and silver. So what I say is have both. Because when the lights shut out, and say the lights don't come on for 50 years, power goes out and don't come back on for 50 years, they can't access their Bitcoin. But you'll be able to access your gold and silver. So I say have a little bit of both. In the event that any of that comes on, so any event that occurs, you protected. You want to protect your assets. So have a little bit of everything. Make sure you got plenty of this stored up too. Water. Get you plenty of water. This is also an asset. This is the number one commodity in the world. Nobody even knows. This is the number one commodity in the world. Fresh, clean water. People will pay top dollar all around the world for fresh, clean water. So, another hustle. So fresh, clean water, even in America, they will pay top dollar for fresh, clean water. The city I was born in does not have fresh, clean water. So take advantage of all opportunities that come along. Never say, always give something a first look. Not saying go with it, You give it a look before you decide to say I don't want it. Give it a look. So I don't know. Somebody come to me, even the bum on the street, I'll give him a look before I tell him no. He might be bringing me something valuable. So I'll never turn down the first look, but that don't mean I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna look though. So I'm gonna get ready to end this live, in this broadcast. Like, subscribe, share. Please share. It was wonderful. Give me some information on personal property trust and start a business today. So please start a business today. Bring your family up, teach them as well. Any information you get, share with others. Even like I said, family and friends, charge them too. Charge them too. Let everybody know. Ain't nothing free in this world. That's why we got to stop thinking that. I'm getting everyone out that mindset that we supposed to get handouts, that we supposed to get this, we supposed to get that. While you keep waiting, I'm gonna keep getting. So you keep doing that. While you keep being black, I'm gonna be green. So I'm gonna be on the green team. You stay on the black team. So that's real talk for me. So if you ain't on the green team, you on the wrong team. So if you on the black team, white team, or any other team, I'm on the green team. So that's why I'm KJ, God of Money, and my station is the Church of Money. And we're going to leave you with that. Peace to the God.